At number 1, we have Zombie Spider-Man. In Universe 2149, a terrifying virus turns people into zombies. Sadly, our friendly neighborhood Spider-Man isn't spared. Peter Parker, already dealing with a bite from a spider, rushes home to warn Mary Jane about the chaos with the Avengers turning on each other. Mary Jane and Aunt May are already panicking, witnessing the chaos unfolding. As they scramble to escape, Peter's condition worsens rapidly. He's overwhelmed with an intense hunger and tragically transforms into a zombie. In one of the most heartbreaking scenes, Zombie Spider-Man attacks and eats Mary Jane, unable to control his monstrous urges. Aunt May, in her attempt to flee, meets the same horrific fate. This marks one of the darkest periods for Peter Parker, who, now as a zombie, goes on to consume countless innocent people trying to escape the virus. At number 2, we have Superior Spider-Man. After years of epic battles, Doc Ock is on his deathbed, riddled with injuries. He wants to see Peter Parker one last time before he goes. But when he finally confronts Peter, something's not right. Turns out, Doc Ock pulled a sinister switcheroo. He swapped bodies with Peter. Yep, Peter, being the resilient hero he is, manages to break out of prison and teams up with a bunch of villains to take down Ock. He tries every trick in the book, but Doc Ock always seems one step ahead. In their final showdown, Doc Ock beats Peter to a pulp. But then, something unexpected happens. Ock gets flooded with Peter's memories. Peter, even in defeat, tells Ock it's too late to back out now. He has to be a better Spider-Man. And guess what? Doc Ock decides to do just that, becoming the Superior Spider-Man. But he wasn't a good one, because Ock completely wrecked Peter's life, destroying his relationship with MJ and so many others along the way. At number 3, we have Being Buried Alive. In this intense storyline, Kraven the Hunter becomes obsessed with Spider-Man, so much so that it drives him insane. Determined to kill Spider-Man, Kraven hunts him down, and in a brutal confrontation, he shoots Spider-Man and buries him with a twisted tombstone that reads, "Here lies Spider-Man slain by the Hunter." Kraven then dons his own Spider-Man costume and goes on a rampage, taking down villains that even Spidey struggled with, proving to be terrifyingly effective. But here's the crazy part. Spider-Man survives, having been buried alive. He digs his way out of the grave, furious and ready for revenge. When he confronts Kraven, he's shocked to find Kraven not fighting back. Instead, Kraven releases a villain named Vermin, who nearly kills Spider-Man. But then, Kraven steps in to help, declaring that Spider-Man is a good man and he won't have to worry about Kraven anymore. Feeling like he's finally accomplished his twisted goals, Kraven decides he has nothing left to achieve. In a final, dark twist, he takes his own life, believing he's found peace. It's a grim tale that shows just how far obsession can drive someone, and it's one of the darkest chapters in Spider-Man's history. Gets his spine ripped out and eaten alive. In this story, Bruce Banner becomes Spider-Man. After creating a cool purple, black, and red suit, he becomes the Spider-Man of his universe. During the Spider-Verse event, Bruce travels to Earth 616 to help out our Peter Parker. But things take a dark turn when Morlun, a powerful villain, rips out Bruce's spine, paralyzing him. Helpless, Bruce has to watch as the other Spider-Men leave him behind. Tragically, the next time we see him, he's on the Inheritor's dining table, paralyzed and too hurt to speak, forced to sit in silence while they eat him alive. Mary Jane and Peter split. So, Aunt May just got shot, and it's bad. The bullet was meant for Peter, and he's drowning in guilt. With no insurance and no money, Peter is desperate to save her. Just when things seem hopeless, Mephisto, the devil himself, shows up. He offers Peter a deal. He can save Aunt May, but at a terrible cost. Peter has to give up his marriage with MJ and forget it ever happened. Desperate to save Aunt May, Peter and MJ spend one last heartbreaking day together. They agree to Mephisto's deal, erasing their marriage from existence. This story is one of the saddest because Peter sacrifices his happiness and love for MJ to save Aunt May. Peter Seaman kills Mary Jane. Imagine it's 30 years in the future. Peter Parker is an old, broken man, haunted by the ghost of his beloved MJ. He retired the Spidey suit after her death, but he still sees her everywhere. One day, he hallucinates MJ looking down towards the street, and when he follows her gaze, he spots a crime happening. Despite his age, he puts on the spider suit one last time. Down on the street, Peter gets ambushed by the Sinister Six. Just when it looks like Kraven is about to finish him off, Dr. Octopus saves him, but only to torture him more. In a horrifying twist, Doc Ock drops MJ's corpse out of her casket, triggering traumatic flashbacks for Peter. He remembers how he wasn't there for MJ in her final moments because he was out fighting crime. This guilt has eaten away at him for years. Peter cradles MJ's body, weeping and confessing that he always knew what caused her cancer, his radioactive fluids from their years together. And that is the end. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video.